Coach, it seemed like their speed was really on display. At times, able to get behind the defense. And what can you do to slow them down a little bit or mitigate some of that speed?
We'll have to go to the tape and watch. I think we can be tighter. I think we can be more engaged in as we approach people, making sure we stay on the defensive side and so on. Obviously, we were chasing the game right from the first shift, and we take a penalty the first shift of the game, then we take a penalty the first shift of the third, and they're the number one special teams in our league for maybe in the country for a reason. So I thought once it settled into a game and we started pushing back in the second period, I thought everything was fine. Obviously, the way the third period started was very similar to the first, and then we started chasing around again. But we'll have to watch the tape. I mean, the way we always deal with speed is not backing off, but getting tighter. Don't let them get going.
You mentioned the first few shifts, the first 10 minutes, but then I thought after the first 10 minutes of that first period, you started to hit back. Your guys started to kind of hit back, and then that second period got it clicking, and John Waldron with a great hat trick. And what were you able to do in the second that was different from
we
those?
Just pushed back. We started to compete. We again, this is a broken record. We can't put together 60 minutes. You play a team that's got 7 seniors and 4 graduate students, and has won as much as they've won in the last 3, whatever years. They start on time, and that's what you get. And we didn't, and that's what we get. But what we did was we just responded. I think our power play got us going the first shift of the second period, which was great. But still, we fall asleep with their top line on the ice and a breakaway goal. Now it's 4. Those type of things are they happen way too much, and it didn't deflate us totally because we were able to get the second goal and the third goal. But the penalties, untimely penalties again, were our Achilles heel, we thought, tonight.
On the power play, it seemed like we talked, I think a couple weeks ago, we talked about sort of reshuffling the 2 power play lines, and it seems like you're finding openings. You're able to get 1 power play goal tonight, but you're able to create a lot of chances, I thought, especially on that first power play unit. How do you like what they're doing right now?
The only thing we don't like about both power play units is we're losing every faceoff on the power play. That's the only thing we don't like. Other than that, we're okay with what we're doing. Those face-offs may not sound like much to the people that don't know, but I'm telling you, they're massive, and it's 25, 20, 30 seconds of now you got to go back to your own end and get it and bring it back in. And the top programs, the top power play units win face-offs on the power play. That's the only thing that we would criticize with our power play over the last whatever amount of time.
2 weeks ago, put up a ton of shots and couldn't get one past that goaltender. Tonight, a strong goaltender in net again. Able to score 3 times, though, on 21 shots. Were they more selective? Were they able to pick the spots a little bit more? Or did you think that they were taking better shots tonight?
No, I don't. Any shot on goal for me is a good shot. We'll take it. So we're not going to – it wasn't that. We need pucks and people at the other team's net. Yeah, the last time we played, we had 40 shots on net or so, and didn't score. Tonight, 3 found their way in. I really not much to explain it. We want to put more pucks on net. There's no bad shots for sure.
John, I know the result's not what you were looking for, but from the team standpoint, but able to really utilize some open space and fight hard to get your first career hat trick in your first year. How's that feel to be able to net 3?
It's pretty cool. I don't think I've had a hat trick since I was about 16, so it's a good feeling to get it, and it's nice when you're getting chances consistently, the pucks go in the net. It's a good feeling.
Still had opportunities even besides the ones you were able to get in there, especially on the power play. It seems like that line really clicking on the power play at times, able to find open space. What are you doing to find that open space and get those openings?
I think it's consistently just having confidence with the puck and possessing the puck and having confidence to make plays.
Seems like you and Barbs really have have kind of a connection that's sort of developing. How is he able to free up some space for you?
He's just a really good player. He's such like a pro build, and like he's really strong on the puck, so it's easy to play with him because when you give it to him, you know he's not going to give it up easily.
Now, St. Cloud, a ton of speed. How are you able to kind of mitigate that speed looking towards tomorrow?
I think we just need to kind of like build off our like second period because we had times where we're making plays. I think when we're just throwing the puck away, you work so hard to get it. When you just throw it away, it's tough to get it back against this team. So I think just building off our second period and start having confidence in making plays with the puck.